Well, g'day guys, and welcome back to the channel. Now, I thought I'd share this with you while I was doing this. This is a remote. It's off our Yamaha, which was the previous video, the RX V661 AV receiver amplifier. So, what's wrong here is I've taken the batteries out. Had a bit of a look. The complaint was, well, this doesn't work on the amp at all. So, first of all, we're going to clean the whole thing, but also, yeah, the battery, uh, that spring up there, not real crash hot. So, we've got to do something with him. I've got some little springs here, so we'll try and replace that with something. The others look okay. That one down in there is a little bit off, but he'll clean up okay. So, I see a little screw right down in there. Yeah, you guys can't really see it, but yeah, there he is. So let's try and get this thing apart. A lot of these are fairly difficult to get apart, but I just thought I would share this with you in case you've got one of these or something similar, and yeah, you want to get it going. So first of all, a small Phillips screwdriver. We get our screw out of here. Now, these sort of things aren't the things that just fall apart when you take the screw out. It's it's going to be pretty well clipped together. Now, I can't see any other screws, anything anywhere. So, yeah, it's going to have to be a little bit of a prise open to get into this little fella. Yeah, what a shame. Why can't they put just a screw here, screw up here, and the back comes off? I mean, it'd make the whole thing a lot easier. Us techs always work out a way of cleaning them anyway, so they're not going to sell another one. But just make it easier for us. Now, where do we go in with this thing? Where do we go in? Possibly the bottom. And we've just got to get in there. Unfortunately, we've got to make a few marks on him. That's just the way the cookie crumbles. With these, I don't know why they put the screw there. The thing's not going to come apart. Now, just get a little bit bigger screwdriver, something that will give us a little bit of purchase. And yeah. Sometimes you can use a guitar pick. There we go. He's unclipped somewhere. Follow him along. And there's the next one. And we keep following him along. And as you can see, little piece broken off there. There's not much more you can do with these to get them apart. And that's off. Looks like the bottom wants to be the one that starts it off. Don't need a screwdriver through a hand either. Yeah, these are a fairly silly setup, but yeah, that's the way it is. There we go. Okay. Now, should be able to just take our lens out, if we can get him out. Here we go. And try and unclip. There we go. Now, there's a couple of little pieces here broken. Not much more we can do. The screw will hold it all together once we go back in. The whole thing looks quite good. It's not that dirty. We will run over it just with some alcohol. Our top, well, yeah, we run over these with a little cotton bud, and yeah, just clean the contacts. We'll take this out, and yeah, it's not too bad. This one is not too bad. We've got a little switch here, which was a little bit stiff, so he obviously needs a little bit of a clean up underneath him. That's our selector for our inputs. Okay, so we'll leave him out at the moment. Right, so the rest of this I will probably put in the sink, and with some whatever dishwashing liquid you would prefer. I'll just move the camera around here a bit. I was a bit on the side. Okay, so we'll take him in, give him a wash with dishwashing liquid. Gets all the grubby, horrible stuff out of it. I won't do that with this. I will just clean this with a brush and a little bit of alcohol on these. Now, the board itself is held in there with these little springs, and of course they don't want to really move out of there. It's those two there, and of course this one up here will be the one holding it. So let's see, can we push him out? There we go. And there we are. Now we'll do the same with this. We'll put him in the sink, give him a wash up, get rid of the corrosion on the plastic there, and do that one. This one here, well, that little spring, I think he's sort of, as they say in the trade, knackered. Yeah, so we'll try and find something to replace that with. Another problem with these, once you clean them, can be a loose LED, sometimes from dropping or misuse. The LED can become loose on the solder terminals there. Just check him. This one's fine. So yeah, this is a very nice remote, and certainly would cost a fair bit of money if we're going to replace it. All right, so this is the positive. He only needs to be a fairly flat spring. Let's unsolder him, and we'll see what we can do with him. I'll see what I can find. I do have some old remotes, which are always handy for things like this. There he is. Okay. We'll see what we can find and shape him up to suit. Put him back on there. Even if we've got to put something in here and actually put a very small wire between this spring and here, at least it gets it going. So that's your positive terminal, by the way, as you probably saw there. Okay, this is the number of the remote, which means nothing to me. as well as that, we've got that number. Okay. So we'll go on the challenge, clean the board, clean the case, and come back to this little fella. Well, guys, in my spring collection here of bits and pieces, we do have a positive tip type of little fella here. I think that will fit inside there, and we may be able to, yes, he'll fit in there, especially if he's heated up a bit. And we will probably have to put a little bit of wire from this fella onto the board. I'm not sure here. So this one sits up like that. This one we could possibly solder down on there. Yeah, we might be able to do this. I'll scrape a little bit of the covering off the track there, and we may be able to bend this fella around and sit this fella on there. Right, so here's our board. What I was going to do is I've bent this fella up a little bit. He's got to move over a little bit, so I'm going to go over at an angle and then try and straighten the plate at the front. So you'll see what I mean. Let's put a bit more solder back on this fella. Okay. Is put this fella on an angle. I hope you can see what I'm doing here. I'm not really looking at the camera. Okay. Now, it's on a bit of an angle. So I was going to see, will this bend around carefully, which it does. Now I think he's far enough forward. Sorry guys, just straighten him up like so. And that doesn't look too bad. Now I'm going to get another one of these and make sure that it quite easily goes into the space here. He slips in. That one seemed to be a bit tight. We certainly don't need it real tight when it's going in. So I've just got to make sure that everything is going to fit when the time comes to push him in there. Okay. Hopefully that'll work. And now if we have a look, I haven't widened this fella out yet, but if we have a look, yeah, that should fit in there okay. Okay, we'll just make sure that everything's going to be right for him to go in, but I'm pretty sure that will work. All right. Okay, guys, we're all cleaned up, and there's two little slots either side where the battery connector goes into. Now, this one here is slightly too wide, so we're going to take a little bit off either side of him. So, Dremel tool, and here we go. I'll put him back as far as I can, and hopefully this works. And that seems to be working okay. Taking him off. Right. So he's a little bit narrower than what he was. Let's see, is he going to fit in? And yes, he does. Yep. Not going to push him right in at the moment until we get the other bits together, but I suppose we can. Yeah, just got to line him up a bit. Get the spring in his slot. Get this one in here. And there she goes. And I'm pretty sure that will work just fine. A little bit of alcohol on there and clean along the actual slide itself, which appeared to be jamming a little bit. Just clean the area where the switch goes. Everything else has been cleaned. Drop him in. This fellow. There we go. Dropped in. Now, we've got a little lens that sits up in the front here. There we go. He's in. And the clipping together again. Hope this works. Our switch is working nicely. And this should pull him together in the middle. There we go. Let's see, is this fella going to work? Install our batteries. And both these batteries are fully charged. They test good. And that little fella, yes, seems to contact, seems to sit properly. There we go. Now, oh, look at that. Something's happening. Let's have a look here. And there we go. There's our codes. And if we go there, there's our codes changing. As you can see, all works. We'll put the amp on the desk here and see what happens. Okay, we've got the amplifier on the table again. This is one on the previous video, and it's a Yamaha RX V661. In case you wasn't wondering, here's the remote that we just fixed, and let's see if it turns on. Yes, look at that. Standby. Yes. Okay, power. Turn him on. Wait for the speaker relay to come in. There we go. And let's try, we're on tuner. Let's try CD. Yes. DTV, VCR, phono. Yep, we're working. And there's our volume. There's the remote. It's a Yamaha RAV 327. If you're wondering what model this is. And there's another model underneath it there, WJ19450EX. Okay. But anyway, he works fine. Our little modification worked. I've just got to clean up where I've been getting him apart there. And this can be done very easily with a little razor blade or something like that, just running along there. So, yeah, that's it. At least it can be taken apart fairly easily next time. Okay, guys, we'll wrap this one up. Give us a thumbs up if you like the video. If you want to follow me, subscribe, hit the bell. You know the drill. And we'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.